Hello dear students, welcome to class 11th accountancy videos. We are going to do a topic today that is analyzing and processing of transactions on the basis of rules of debit and credit. I hope you have seen the earlier two videos where I have discussed rules of debit and credit according to traditional and modern approach. So in this video, we are going to analyze the business transactions on the basis of modern approach, and then we will find out which account will be debited and which account will be credited. I hope you all know that every transaction has at least two effects and the debit should always be equal to credit. And since we are going to do this according to the modern approach, you all know that for assets and expenses, the rule is increase is debited and decrease is credited, whereas for capital, liabilities and revenues, the rule is opposite. If there is an increase, it is credited. If there is a decrease, it is debited. So keeping these rules in mind, we are going to now analyze the business transactions and find out which account will be debited and which account will be credited. So now we are going to make a table to analyze these transactions. So if you can see on top left, I have written the rule for assets and expenses, and on this right hand side I have written the rule for capital, liabilities and revenue, and we are going to use these rules for analyzing the transactions. So let us see the transaction first. The first transaction is started business with cash rupees 1 lakh. First of all, we are going to write what are the two accounts involved. So one is your capital, because if you are investing money in the business, that is called as capital. Second is cash. Okay, now we'll find out what is the nature of capital according to the modern approach, and the options are assets, expense, capital, liability and revenue. So obviously the nature of capital according to modern approach is capital, and when we are starting business, obviously our capital is increasing. Now let us find out if capital increases, what we do. It says it is credited, so we are going to write in this table credit. Now let us see the second account involved, that is cash. First write down what is the nature of cash. So according to modern approach, cash is an asset. So we'll write here asset, and if we are putting cash in the business, our asset is increasing. And if you can see the rule, if there is an increase in asset, it is debited. So by analyzing the transaction, I have come to know that the accounts involved are capital and cash. Capital is credited and cash is debited. Now let us discuss few more transactions. Second transaction is purchase furniture for rupees 50,000 for cash. So we'll first write down what are the two accounts involved. What are the two accounts which are affected by this? So the two accounts are furniture and cash. Let us first write down the nature of furniture according to modern approach. Furniture is an asset, and when we are purchasing furniture, our asset of the business is increasing. And if you can see the rule here, increase in asset is debited. Now let us come to cash. Cash is also an asset. So when we are buying furniture, furniture is increasing, the asset furniture is increasing, but the cash, the asset which is cash, that is decreasing. So the rule you can see for decrease in asset is it is credited. So in this particular transaction, furniture is debited and cash is credited. Let us discuss few more examples. Paid rent by check. So first of all, we need to find out what are the two accounts involved. So one is rent, and since it is written check, so the second account affected is bank. Then we are going to find out what is the nature of rent according to modern approach. So according to modern approach, rent is an expense. So we'll write here expense, and when we are paying rent, we say our expense is increasing. And if you can see the rule here, increase in expenses debited. Okay, now let us come to bank account. bank is our asset, and when we are paying rent by check, our bank account is going to decrease. And you can see the rule here, if asset decreases, it is credited. So what are the two accounts which are affected by this transaction is rent and bank. Rent is debited and bank account is credited. Let us see transaction number 4. Purchase goods for cash rupees 10,000. So let us find out what are the two accounts involved. So here we don't write goods account since we are purchasing goods. The account involved is purchases, and second account involved is cash because we are purchasing goods for cash. Now coming to the nature of purchases, please remember it is your expense, and when we purchase good we say our expense is increasing, and you can refer to this rule, increase in expenses debited. Now coming to cash, cash is our asset, and since we are paying cash for purchase of goods, our asset is decreasing, cash is decreasing, so decrease in asset is credited. So the effect is purchases debit, cash credit. Let us see one more example. Sold goods for cash rupees 20,000. Now find out what are the two accounts involved first. The accounts involved are sales and cash. So we don't write goods. When we are buying goods we say purchases. When we sell goods we say sales. Okay. So now coming to the nature of sales, please remember sales is a revenue. And when we sell goods we say our revenue is increasing. And you can refer to this rule, if revenue increases it is credited. Now coming to cash, when you're selling goods for cash you are receiving cash. First write down the nature, cash is an asset, and when you're selling goods for cash, your cash, the asset is increasing. So you can see the rule here, if asset increase it is debited. So with selling goods for cash rupees 20,000, your sales account will be credited whereas cash account is debit. Next transaction, received rupees 5,000 for commission. So first find out what are the two accounts involved. One is commission received, second is cash. Now coming to the nature of commission received, it is our revenue, and we say our revenue is increasing, and you can see here if there is increase in revenue it is credited. Now coming to cash, you all know that cash is an asset. Since we are receiving commission, our cash or asset is increasing, and you can see the rule here, increase in asset is debited. Now you can try this question based on rules of debit and credit according to modern approach, and analyze these transactions and find out which account is debited and which account is credited. Thank you so much, and I wish you all a happy learning. Bye.